I would like to think, actually, that we've made some really profound changes because of me. And, I mean, not taking away anything from what my husband left behind as a legacy while he was chairman, but I think having a female chairperson, of course, has an impact. I mean, I'd be lying if I said it hasn't had any influence. We've seen a rise in senior leadership teams with female gender diversity. We literally now have jumped from 21 to 27% in our senior leadership. Overall, the company is now employing 36% female employees. For us, when you look at the numbers that we employ, like 22,000 people, a jump even 5-7% is huge. It's huge in its value. So I would like to think that I've kind of instilled a culture of not just tolerance, patience, compassion, but I think I'd also like to think that I've actually made them realize that adding more women to the team is actually beneficial to your P&L. So seeing how we actually sell to more women than we do to men through our brands, for me, it's basic hygiene, or it's common sense that we should have more female employees. Women are known to more nurture and connect. So I think when you have teams for the different brands, retention of talent is one of the biggest issues for all retailers. But if you have someone who almost becomes like a mentor, and women with their natural ability to nurture actually end up mentoring a lot of the employees, and they push them to their fullest potential without coming across too brash or abrasive or even demanding. Like, they start seeing it as like, she wants me to do better because it'll help me do better. I think we're in a fabulous time where Saudi itself, like I was just telling them on stage, that we actually employ 41% female employees in Saudi. It's higher than any of the other countries where we have businesses. I think Saudi, of course, is starting to become a benchmark for a lot of the practices that would benefit everyone across the board. But apart from that, the UAE also has like more female cabinet ministers than the UK. Now that says something, right? You think it's Middle East, it's not going to be that, but it is that. So I think this whole region in its own little way is setting not just a benchmark, but giving people thoughts, food for thought, that, we've got to ponder upon where this region is headed, and is it going to overtake the race to diversity with even the West? Honestly, I think it was phenomenal to be upstate on the stage and speak my mind, and then have scores of men come up to me and say, I actually have women on my board, and I actually have more than one woman on my board. I felt so good about that, because I feel like whatever messages we're trying to give to each other are penetrating. I think we all hear so much buzz all day, and there's so much to take in. It's really hard to keep track. But coming away to something like this, where you congregate leaders of similar thoughts, and we're all after the same thing, right? We're all after, whether it's purpose and profit, or whether it's productivity, or whether it's just making an impact. And I think that's what's relevant about gatherings like this, where you get to talk to other thought leaders and you get to learn from them and share. Share what you think has worked for you and what may continue to work for you, or what you need to maybe accent a little bit.